No, sometimes it's like, so here you go again. Say you want your freedom. And who am I?
So listen, this morning, I listen to music every morning when I'm getting ready. And I've been listening to 80s hip hop.
Nice.
And did you know there's an extended edition of Rapper's Delight?
Yeah.
Do you know how long it is?
The whole song?
Yeah.
Isn't it just shy of like 26 minutes or something like that?
14 and a half minutes. Like, it was my entire shower. It was like, hip hop did hip. Like, how many times I
used to know all the words.
Yeah, but it was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
It's awesome.
So I was going to bring a bottle.
Yeah.
I told you I was. I stopped by a local liquor store because I had something in mind.
Uh-huh.
And I got distracted.
Oh.
They had 2 different Buffalo Traces. One for $29.99 and one for $39.99. 2 different stacks.
Same bottle?
Let me prerequisite this entire thing. I may have been drinking already today.
With who?
A lender. I may have had lunch. Anyways.
So interesting. I don't recall getting a text once.
You wouldn't have wanted that one. Anyways.
Oh.
Oh. So I did the, liquor store lady. Quick question. So you have this pile of Buffalo Trace for $29. You have that one for $39.
What are we doing?
Why?
What?
She goes, well, that one's a store select. I go, it's the same shit. Like, I had no filter. I go, it's the same shit. She goes, oh, it's a different UPC. I go, so it's a marketing play. Yeah, no. I said, you can go on Buffalo Trace's website right now. They'll tell you store selects are no different than what you...
Store select, like, does it have their name on it?
It has a sticker with their name on it.
So a representative of the store flew to Buffalo Trace and said,
it has a, so I
want that.
I took it like the sticker. I had the white label sticker of whiskey I had on the wine bottle. And I'm like, nah, you're not fucking fooling me.
Yeah, no, I've learned mine.
Yeah. So I didn't bring a bottle. So we have empty glasses.
So short story long.
Yes. Would you like to pick something off the shelf? Because your podcast buddy's already half crocked.
Well, what have you had? Or where'd you go?
The office.
So you've already been Buffalo Trace.
Yeah. But I was being kind because he was paying the bill. That's why I didn't go for the higher.
Why?
It's just who I am.
He's a lender. He's making more money than anybody right now. Doing HELOCs and junk.
I know.
Let's
he was also heading to the Caribbean next week, so that's what I thought.
We'll go back to that.
Okay, that was a legit pour.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't. So here's the problem that I've run into the last few years. How many years? 3 years we've been doing this.
Been doing this for a minute.
There's a lot of times I come up here a couple days after a show.
Mm-hmm.
I remember what we drank.
But you don't remember what it tasted like?
No. Well, for the most part, I do remember that. I don't recall the amount we leave in the bottle.
Yeah.
and then I'm like up here and I'm like, oh man, I have some. Wait, we just opened that. We didn't have a guest.
Yeah, we did. We totally did.
Well, I mean, there's always a guest in the loft because apparently it's haunted.
It totally is.
So, or the bat had some.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyways, I do recall remembering enjoying it.
Yes.
Which shocked the hell out of me to find out that it's also they were a winery.
Yeah, they're a winery. And that was one of the other ones I was looking for because they make do epic shit. Yeah. And I want to try that.
Yeah, the other thing that had me weary about it when you brought it is it's somewhat local. It's a Spokane distillery, and local distilleries historically for us on the show have not done well.
No, they've been tough.
So I was a little nervous, but it ended up being fantastic.
Yeah.
By the way, the lyrics I spoke earlier was from Dreams, Fleetwood Mac.
All right.
It's the opening line there, just in case anybody was wondering. That's the answer we were looking for. John, back to you.
Because I didn't have a bottle. So anybody watching this won't know this yet, but I'm behind a few episodes on publishing. I've been on vacation, catching up at the office. They are all in the pipe. Like they're all scheduled. Like they're done being produced. They're just, I don't dump them all on the same day.
Yeah.
So over the next week, the 3 shows we're missing will be out.
Slowly show up.
What I did today while I was taking care of a few things, I came up with, I used a little AI for some show questions.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. While he's pulling those up for you new people here, doubleontherockspodcast.com. Go get yourself some swag.
Yeah, please.
We have a couple of listeners that keep saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna order some stuff. Ben. Still hasn't been ordered. By the way, Ben, I will be seeing Ben not this Saturday, but next Saturday. He's coming back to Washington.
Excellent.
So I'll see him for a little bit, but I'll bust his chops then too. Are these family friendly questions? Because we're a family podcast.
Would you rather drink a $500 bottle out of a dirty plastic cereal bowl, or drink a rock gut moonshine out of a pristine Glencairn?
Is it my dirty cereal bowl?
No. Walked behind Walmart, found
moonshine out of a clean glass.
I love that. That's
the kicker for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's making me a little gaggy feeling just thinking about it right now. Like, I mean, if I was like the end scene of The Town where Jeremy Renner's in the shootout.
Oh yeah.
And he crawls over and pounds that like root beer out of the garbage can. Maybe if I was losing blood like that from 47 bullets.
Here's one other one that I have a bunch of questions, but I thought this was interesting too. Would you rather lose your sense of smell or lose the ability to feel the Kentucky hug, the warmth, while drinking?
I'd rather lose the Kentucky hug.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Me too.
Because a lot of our flavor profile comes from the smell. So,
well, not only that, but
other things.
I smell everything before I eat it. Like that is
yeah.
If I couldn't do that, I'd be skinny as shit.
Well, it's like, I don't know. Smell is just so important. Like, how do you know your car is okay if you can't smell?
Last question, then we'll just bullshit.
All right.
Would you rather know the exact mash bill and yeast strain for every secret recipe in the world, or be able to perfectly replicate any whiskey you taste just by smelling it?
Be able to perfectly replicate just by smelling.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Because then you would know every secret mash bill as long as you could taste it, right? Plus, man, your hobby would be way cheaper because all you're doing is buying grains.
I had one other one. Sorry, we're going back to this. Would you rather host a tasting party for 5 people who know nothing about whiskey but are eager to learn, or 5 whiskey snobs who will critique every bottle you pour?
Wow, shit.
Now, I would like to say my take on that is not the 5 whiskey snobs are assholes. They just have a palate.
Which could be fun.
And which would offer an opinion.
I guess it'd have to be, I think it would depend on the situation.
And what you were drinking?
Yeah, like would I take it personally if they didn't like what I chose to pour?
For the snobs?
Yeah. Versus, like, would it be like them like rating my collection, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus just like, hey, I got this box of whiskeys. Come over and try them with me. Like, not necessarily what I would normally just pick.
I don't know. I think for the snob, air quote snobs, right?
Yeah.
For the people who have a palate for whiskey, I think it might be like, I don't know that I would take offense because I'm very much, you drink what you want to drink.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Right? Like that's fine. You don't happen to like a brown whiskey?
Yeah.
Don't fucking drink it.
Well, especially if they're not dickish about it, right? If they're just like, oh, this one, I get too much of this.
Yeah, I'm not hot on that. That's totally fine.
That's fine, yeah.
But I do love bringing new people into Hey, try this. Hey, have you tried this?
I love addicting other people.
Yeah.
Clint is he's my favorite one so far.
Gotta have him on again.
Oh my gosh, I mean, daily. Also, I had this today. So even today, I was texting with him a little bit about it, and he's come to the conclusion that he likes a little bit more of a bite.
So he's a little more of a, like the spice, the little bit of a rye,
higher rye content or a higher proof. He really likes the Penelope toasted, and I said, well, it might be good to try some of the other higher proof Penelopes, stay kind of in that realm. But I also told him to try.
Has he done the Basil Hayden toast?
Yes. No.
Like for almost half the money, it's legit. It's not. Is it as good as Penelope? No.
It is on his radar.
Is it legit?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I do think it has a bit more bite than Penelope does. So he might actually prefer that one over Penelope. But like today I told him check out Redwood Empire.
Yeah.
That one's pretty bitey.
I love the Redwood Empire. And it's funny because we find it at like $35.
Yeah.
When I see it higher, I'm like,
yeah. Bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. And then the other thing I said is like, I really think that he would like a Manhattan.
Yeah.
Cocktail wise.
Yeah.
I think Manhattan is like right up his alley. So
we should have him on and do Manhattans.
Yeah, we should. Actually, I told him the next time to have him and Terry, I said, since we have the wireless mics now, we can actually come to them. Because Clint does paintless dent removal. And he's got a pretty sweet setup in his shop where he works out of. And he's also got the N64. So I was like, it could be kind of fun to do the podcast, do some bourbons or cocktails and play 4-person Mario Kart on the N64 during the podcast. Could be pretty fun.
I still suck at that game.
I already told him, I was like, John talks mad shit about how good he is at Mario Kart. He's like, oh, it sounds like we need to do that then.
But I talk bad shit about everything.
Well, I didn't tell him.
That's my game. My issue when I play it, there'll be 4 screens. I'm driving the wrong screen.
Yeah, that's for me, that's the same thing, right?
Oh, that's me? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've been up there. It's like, and you haven't crashed?
That's pretty fucking spectacular.
Sometimes my eye goes lazy, so I'm looking at 2 screens, whatever.
Dude, I was listening to Jimmy Carr this morning. He is such a good way to start the day.
Oh, yeah, I love him.
So a gal in the audience, because he does a lot of audience work.
Yeah.
Gal in the audience yells that she has spastic cerebral palsy. Have you seen this one?
Mm-mm.
And he did, sorry, what? He says that he goes back. So real quick, we're going to put a pin in Bernie Sanders. And I'm panning for gold. We're going over here for a little bit. And he said, so she said she has cerebral palsy, and she yells at, no, spastic cerebral palsy. He goes, the hand jobs have got to be legit. And I love that he has like no fucking filter for people, right?
Yeah, he doesn't need.
And he stopped. He goes, hang on, what? So she says she has spastic. This guy over here is explaining to his wife what that means with the hand job joke. He goes, this lady over here, he goes, nobody here feels sorry for you. You, on the other hand, are a fucking idiot. Like, how fucking dumb are you over there? So they starts talking to the gal with, so you're in a wheelchair, great. How long has it been since you dated? That's like 7 years. He goes, I don't know if it's a thing, but fucking someone that has cerebral palsy, it's got to be like she couldn't fucking walk afterwards.
If you leave out some of the information,
she couldn't walk before, but and then she yells out, she goes, I fucked the guy, couldn't walk afterwards. And Jimmy starts laughing. He goes, I have to ask the question. Could he walk before? She goes, barely. I was totally laughing. Like, I was laughing out loud at 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
And he rounded up with like, hey, real quick, I was at the grocery store the other day, and one of you people were in one of my spots. She goes, I don't drive. He goes, you need to spread the word. You people have your own parking. Like, you need to stay out of ours. But I just love how Jimmy Carr it's funny for everybody, right?
Well, everybody's equal.
Yeah, if she's having a good time laughing about it, and he doesn't pick on anybody. He's just, I love
There's a lot of people though.
I love Jimmy Carr.
Yeah, this is
hand.
What was your first job? That's probably my favorite one. Because he's so quick with it,
Yes.
right? But I do think that, people that know Jimmy Carr and his stand-up, I think a lot of them go there hoping to get roasted.
Yeah. Or to have a conversation with them a little bit, to laugh about whatever's going on in their lives.
I've heard him talk in interviews before because people bring it up all the time. Like, oh, we noticed in your specials or whatever, you always do a little bit of crowd work. He's like, actually, what you don't see is that I usually come back on stage and I do about another hour and a half of that.
Yeah.
Where I bring all the lights on so I can actually see the crowd, and I do that.
Yeah, we just talk.
Yeah, and he's like, "That's my favorite part of it,
Yeah.
is getting to razz all these people that paid money to come see me, and now they're gonna leave feeling like they got their money's worth."
The next one I watched this morning was a gal yelled out, she is married to her twin sister's ex.
Huh?
And he goes, does he know? Like, which I thought was the best. Like, did she lose a bet and now that's mine? Like, is that?
Yeah, like,
Was
does
that
he
aware?
know that it's not the
And
same
he was
lady?
there, right? And he's like, okay. So he goes, I have a question for you. Like, I've seen twins.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, identical. However, like, I just got to know, like, is it the same? It's like, well, hers is better. So thank you for sharing. And thank your sister for sharing. He's just so good at the
the banter and the witty, quick. Yeah, it's a good way to start your day with comedy, Otherwise,
I have found myself on social media lately deleting, like unfriending, like it's just a bunch of negative bullshit. And I don't care where you're at on whatever it is, social, whatever if it's just hard left, hard right, just constant, I ain't got time.
Oh, dude, I'm so tired of seeing political shit on news feeds and shit like that.
I'm done.
It's
I'm
like,
done.
if I really wanted to know, I would watch the news.
Yeah.
But I don't, because you're all getting your information from where you want to get it from that tells you the story you want to hear it.
Yeah.
So it's all stupid. It's all pointless. You don't actually know what is actually happening.
Yeah.
You don't.
No.
So just stop.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone. Go on with your life as if nothing is affecting you.
Yeah.
I mean, gas,
I'm waiting for zombie apocalypse.
I still firmly believe that we're headed towards the Hunger Games.
Yeah, probably.
That's where I'm at. I mean, I've got my flannel and my Carhartt jeans with suspenders all pressed and ready to wear as the uniform of District 32.
I would want to be District 3.
I don't know what we'd be.
I think we should vote.
Oh, yeah, because that does us a lot of good, voting in this state.
What?
It's about as political as we're going to get on this show. You know what I noticed? Babies.
Okay.
Right? How do they know when you're teaching them to talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do they know not to repeat say? Like when people are like, say mama, they just say mama. They don't go say mama. Like, how do they know not to say?
If I was a half a bourbon into the day, I could probably answer that. I, however, am not.
Yeah. I was watching like funny baby
That's a good
things last night on YouTube. You go down the rabbit hole. You start on one thing and then like all of a sudden you're watching how whales give birth.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And you're like, oh, well, that's interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah.
In between there somewhere it was like funny baby.
Sure.
Blah, 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 whatever. And a lot of them is like mom's trying to get them to say mom.
Yeah.
And then the dad walks in and the kid instantly goes, dad.
Yeah.
And the mom gets all pissed. And I was like, you never hear a baby learning to talk say mom. They just say whatever it is you want them to say. So how do they know that?
So here's interesting for me anyways. So my oldest, I never got to listen to her learn to talk.
She woke up one morning
and refused to talk.
Chatterbox.
She didn't talk until she was 4.
Oh, wow.
And it took her to every speech therapist, hear like everything, because something is obviously wrong with this child.
Didn't have anything worth saying up until then, I guess.
And that's kind of what the doctor said. There was just talk when she's ready. Nothing wrong with it. All right. Our youngest I got to hear it, right? But yeah, one morning, Mort came down for breakfast, 4 years old. "Morning, Dads, what's for breakfast?" No baby talk, clear as I'm talking now. I dropped my cup of coffee. It was
I would
like
imagine that'd be a little creepy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was, what? A lot of it was pointing and grunting,
Yeah.
which why we taught her sign language, because pointing and grunting for 4 years is
Which I think we're also reverting back to that maybe.
sign language or pointing and grunting?
Pointing and grunting.
Yeah, it's useful now.
Well, like if you watch any, of these young kids on their social medias, you can't understand what they say anyways because they don't enunciate anything.
Bruh,
Bruh.
bruh.
Like, I mean,
It's boo hour.
home is where you make. Like to see homo naked. What is that? Joe Dirt?
Yeah.
No, home is where you make it. That's cool, man.
Dude, and
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
have you watched any new movies lately?
No. Yes, we did finally watch Project Hail Mary.
What'd you think?
It was good. I don't really know what I was expecting,
Yeah,
but it definitely wasn't it.
yeah.
It was good.
I feel the same way. Like I went in like that wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but I don't know that I knew what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I can't imagine somebody other than Ryan Gosling being Grace.
No.
Uh, I mean, he's just so oddly perfect
Yeah,
and funny, like off
yeah.
the cuff funny, that it worked so well. I did read, because I can't just watch a movie and just
Hmm.
whatever. I have to know how it was made and all that kind of stuff. And I did read somewhere that 40% of what he said on screen
Hmm.
was ad libbed.
Yeah.
Uh, while the important stuff stayed true to the book,
Hmm.
uh, they did let him just kind of like,
The banter a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah,
And some of the like random initial conversations with Rocky
yeah,
was him just having fun,
yeah.
you know. Um,
I did watch an interview with Andy Weir, the guy who wrote the book,
yeah.
and you notice in the movie they don't talk about what happened to the crew.
Yeah.
They're just dead, and he talks about it in the interview.
Oh, so he has a backstory about it.
Yeah, he says I specifically left it out.
Which, I mean, if it doesn't add really anything to the
But
story,
he left it out because there's a possible another book.
oh, well, that makes it even better then.
Yeah, perhaps about the journey or
Like
whatever
the
it was.
prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much did you like, oh my God, if you haven't seen Project Hail Mary, pause this shit, don't watch. How much did you go, oh my God, he didn't grow conscious to help us human beings. He was fucking kidnapped and put on a ship.
Yeah.
That
So that part, like, so
was fucked up.
all leading up to that, I was in my head, I'm like, he decided to do it because he got out of like a really messy relationship or something like that.
Hmm.
And he's like, whatever. Nobody's going to miss me. I'm
Hmm.
just a teacher. I haven't done anything great. Blah, blah, blah. Like,
But
I'll go.
to find out that they
Yeah.
fucking
Drugged his ass. And he woke up on the ship. I was like, what?
yeah, that was probably the best twist I've never seen coming.
Did not see that at
Because I kept
all
waiting
coming.
for where's the redemption moment? Where's
Yeah.
the redemption? Because there's always a redemption moment.
Yeah.
Nope, drugged his fucking ass.
Yeah. And then at the end, when he wakes up in that house
Hmm.
and everything, I was like, oh, so he did make it back, and he's gonna be with that weird scientist lady that was like a robot and
Hmm.
blah blah. And then come to find out, the rock guy made him all of that on his planet
Yeah.
that they saved and everything. I was like, the ending also left it open to a sequel, like of him like transmitting to Earth, like, hey, send people here,
Yeah.
kind of thing. It's, I mean, there's a lot of possibility. It was good. Like I said, it was so not
So
what I
when you
thought it
kind of
was
want to
gonna
watch,
be. That's where I'm at. Is like,
yeah,
I think I need to watch it a couple more times because I'm sure there's a bunch of shit I missed
yeah,
because I'm like, would not have guessed that that's what was gonna happen right
yeah.
there. Like,
So for a few pieces of it that differentiate from the book, right? So when he wakes up in space
on the ship.
on the ship, he doesn't know who he is,
Yeah.
right? He doesn't. He's like
Very
the
Jason Bourne.
the room he's in, he cannot get out of until he can answer some questions
Oh,
because they do not want to let somebody onto the ship
yeah, ruin
that's
everything.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And so it goes through the process of how he works out. I'm not on Earth because of gravity. I'm not here because of this gravity. So I must be on a ship.
Mm.
Like he knows nothing and he works out through his science background and gets the
Yeah.
answers that he needs to, right? And that's a decent part of the beginning of the book.
I mean, maybe they do show it slightly if you're really paying attention, but it's so
A little bit,
chaotic.
yeah, but not nearly
Yeah.
with the book. And the other piece, so the robotic woman that sent him up there,
Yeah.
so he was gone for 20 some years.
Yeah.
She spent that time in French prison
Hmm.
because they found out she kidnapped him,
Oh, well,
right?
okay.
And so
So,
she
I
so
mean,
she went to jail,
good. I
right?
mean, she should have.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah,
she wasn't just out there running amok.
that's good because I was a little concerned.
Mhm.
Like, okay, so everybody's just gonna stay quiet about that. Like nobody's gonna be like, hey, so
You remember Epstein Island a while ago? Same thing, leave it
I
alone.
I know some shit about a really robotic woman you might want to know about.
But she does karaoke.
Yeah, that's about the only thing she does warmly.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. But I did want to let you know I am almost done with The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been
And?
watching it. Hilarious.
Yeah,
You want to hate Sheldon so bad,
but you can't.
but you can't.
Yeah.
He's an amazing character.
Yeah. So what character do you connect with the most?
Howard
Yeah. Yeah.
has like goofiness, but can also like come out and like solve the issue.
Yeah.
But like,
I love how much Sheldon talks down to him for going to MIT, like
yeah,
because you don't have a doctorate. Like he's an engineer. Yeah. And the fact that he's an astronaut.
no, not his roommate,
Oh,
Leonard.
Leonard.
Leonard. Howard would have been me like high school.
Yeah. I love the Howard character. I love plays his girlfriend.
Bernadette.
No. Sheldon.
Oh, Amy Fairfeller.
She is.
Yeah. At first I had my reservations because it's Blossom.
Yeah.
She,
But she's very good at it.
she matches his energy and
Yeah.
weirdness so well.
Yeah.
I do like how she, from the first time you meet her, it was like, we can spend an hour and 30 minutes discussing and coitus is off the table. I'll have some tepid water. Like from that
Yeah.
to where she is, towards the beginning of the last season, it's like hanging out with Penny and Bernadette, like she's somewhat normal
Yeah.
compared to Sheldon, who will not change
Yeah.
who he is. Like, why would I change? I'm perfect.
Yeah.
My favorite Sheldon moment is when they go to tell his mom that they're living together, but they're not married.
Yes.
And he's like, well, the Joe may be sloppy, Sheldon is not. So I'm going to get a knife and fork. I died laughing at that because it reminds me of the meme where a guy and his wife are out to a nice dinner and he's like, I'll have the sloppy Joe. And his wife's like, this is a nice restaurant. Sorry, I'll have the uncouth Joseph. And it's just like, so perfect.
But it's a super well written show.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I have been really enjoying it. The more the show goes on, the more I like Howard and Raj together.
Yeah. It's so
They're
awkward.
hilarious.
They're so awkward.
They're
And
Joey and Chandler of Big
Yeah.
Bang, right? Just
couples therapy.
Yeah.
Like all the Raj with his dog and his it's all
can't talk to girls unless
Yeah.
he's drunk kind of thing. It's hilarious. It's
even after he's in bed with Penny. Like,
Yeah.
really? Still?
Yeah, it's been good. I don't really know why it took me so long to. Well, it's kind of the same with like what took so long for me to watch Yellowstone, right?
Mhm.
Is so many people talk about it. So many people talk about it. It's like, okay, so now I've got it built up in my head that it's going to be this amazing show.
Yeah.
And I bet it's not. So I'm just not going to watch it. And then you're like, all right.
But has Big Bang let you down at all?
No.
Yeah.
I think the thing that gets me about the Big Bang that it's like, oh man, yeah, that was good, is just you don't really know where the story's going to go. I mean, you kind of have an idea, but then there's some crazy twist and you feel like your idea of how the show's going to end is totally derailed. And then it comes back around like 2 episodes later and be like, oh yeah, no, I was right.
I loved one of my favorite episodes was when Penny gave Sheldon a napkin. What I need is a healthy ovum, and I got my own. The present was just the napkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, brings her all the baskets. It's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry he used it.
Right, then he has the meltdown. Or when he hangs out with James Earl Jones.
Yeah, that one was funny.
You're a Star Wars fan, aren't you? Uh-huh. Me too. Some of these actors they get into this show.
Oh yeah.
Will Wheaton.
His nemesis being Will Wheaton.
That is.
And it's like, when was the last time you heard of Will Wheaton before that show?
Yeah.
So it's like, he'd have been dumb if he's like, nah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Really? Because last night I checked, you're not doing much.
I did like when Amy points out Indiana Jones.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
It was funny on the show.
In the show, they talk about Indiana Jones, which is a total geek movie, right?
It's the 4 dudes, like one of their favorite.
Yeah. But they talk about, she brings up the fact that it's a great movie. However, the plot line does not change because Indiana Jones is involved.
Yeah. If he was not in it,
everything still would have happened.
Happened the way it happened.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it and I did what they did, right? Oh, she's wrong.
Yeah. She's wrong.
But that was the last episode I watched for the day.
Yeah.
So now it's in my head, right? And then you start thinking about it. Yeah, he didn't need to be there for that.
No.
In
fact, he made that worse.
Yeah, he just delayed it. He didn't help it. Son of a bitch. So then you start thinking about all the other ones. And it's like, I really don't think Indiana Jones needed to be in any of them.
No.
Except for his name's the title of the movie.
Yeah. You could have called it The Germans Find the Ark.
Yeah, or just The Lost Ark.
Yeah.
The Temple of Doom. Like, it didn't need Indiana Jones. It did kind of ruin it for me.
I love that when he was making, when Harrison Ford was making Indiana Jones, he was also making Star Wars.
Yeah, he was.
At the same time.
Yeah.
And in Star Wars, the ask was that he doesn't wear a hat like Indiana Jones. Right? Like that was.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be Indiana Jones in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came awful fucking close to it.
Oh.
But that is why in Spaceballs, the main character dresses more like Indiana Jones than Han Solo. It's because of that.
Yeah.
You know how Mel Brooks got the green light from George Lucas?
I'm assuming money.
No merchandise.
I mean, yeah, you don't.
No action figures, no T-shirts, no, because they don't exist.
Yeah.
From the original Spaceball movies, none of that exists.
I wonder how that'll be with the second one coming.
I am so fucking jazzed to see the second one.
I hope it lives up to the expectations.
I saw an interview with Mel Brooks talking about, the next one's called The Next One.
Yeah.
Spaceball's the next one. And Mel Brooks talks about, in the first movie, as he's playing yogurt, the next movie is going to be called Spaceballs: The Search for More Money. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And he talks about it. He goes, so we said that's what it was going to be. Turns out I found the money. It was in my basement. So now that I don't need the money, everyone keeps asking, when are you making the next one? When's the next one coming out? When's the next one? So this is Spaceballs, the next one. I was like, that's the best goddamn answer.
I mean, it titled itself, really.
It's Mel Brooks.
Yeah. He's fantastic.
Yeah, and Josh, the hell's his name? He's in the movie. He's playing John Candy's son because John Candy's not with us anymore.
Mm.
I know him from the movie Marshall, but he's a comedic actor. But the movie I know him from is a serious actor. His name's Josh. I gotta look shit up. I'm sorry.
He's the son of a famous
Mm-hmm.
actor.
Don't you like how I didn't put my other glasses on?
Yeah, that was smooth.
I'm working on it.
Isn't he the son? Bill's his dad.
Are you thinking?
Thinking the dude that was in Casper with Christina Ricci. Bill Paxton?
How goddamn hard is it to find a movie called fucking Marshall? It's killing. Now the glasses are coming on. It's about Supreme Court justice.
It's about what?
A Supreme Court justice from the he actually just died. Josh Gad. So
the voice of Olaf.
Yeah. So the movie Marshall, who's Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, he's the lawyer.
Yeah, he plays Thurgood Marshall, who becomes a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah.
Who's an ACLU attorney.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking movie.
It's on my list to watch.
Have you not seen it? Oh, fuck. Dude, it's one of my all-time favorites. Like, I love him in it.
I was actually, that was the movie I was going to try to convince Amy to watch tonight, actually.
100% should. That is so...
I just have to see what sort of, like, mood she's in.
Yeah.
From work, because she's by herself today in the back.
Oh.
So, if it's, like, too intense.
It's not intense. Well, the premise of the story is Marshall Thurgood, ACLU attorney, who goes around and helps with cases about Black people being persecuted.
Yeah.
And so he goes to a district and says, hey, this isn't right. The judge will not allow him
to speak because he's
not what your client obviously has a competent attorney. That's you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't do this. Oh, you fucking are now.
Yeah.
That's Josh Gad.
Yeah, he gets thrown into.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting because it's a true story.
Yeah.
But it's a great, it's 100% worth watching.
Yeah, it's definitely on my list of movies to watch soon. That one, and I only watched part of the Chicago 7 with Eddie Raymond.
Yeah, what'd you think of that?
It was the part that I saw was fantastic.
I've probably seen that movie 10 times.
Yeah. The last, so I saw the end of it, which kind of sucks that I saw the end of it, but he stands up in the court and reads the.
But it's a historical movie, so
yeah,
you know.
I mean, you already, you know the ending, right? But where he reads the 4,100 plus names, it's like, dude, you couldn't get somebody to do that now.
It's probably my favorite Sacha Baron Cohen movie.
Yeah,
and I'm not a big fan of his to begin with.
I'm not either.
But he is great in this.
Yeah.
And the actor that plays Bill Nighy, he plays the main attorney. He's also
he's
he played in Bridge of Spies. He's also in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, he's the octopus face guy.
Yeah, he's Casey Jones.
Yeah. Davy Jones. Casey Jones is the bat.
Yeah, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
he's
Trial of Chicago 7 is it's fantastic movie.
Yeah, I saw the last little bit of like a little over an hour. Just flipping through.
Probably 90% of that movie is in the courtroom.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty crazy. It's a good one. You know, I feel like it's up there with Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah, I love that movie too.
You know, I mean, most of it's in a courtroom kind of deal. It's just.
I love when he goes in, Lincoln Lawyer goes in and delays we're trying to blah, 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 blah. Because afterwards, I don't get fucking paid. You don't go to court.
Yeah.
It's the way it works.
I don't really think they could have picked a better actor to play Haller in the movie. I do like the guy that plays him in the series.
Yeah. Also a good show.
The Hispanic dude. He does a great job too. It's a fantastic show.
We watched a new movie a couple nights ago. I am banned from picking movies for a while because of it.
Oh, is it a new movie?
Yes.
What is it?
Apex with Charlize Theron and
Taron
Egerton. And it's not that it was a bad movie. It's a hard fucking movie to watch. It's gory. Like it's not like blood gut, but it's a very disturbing.
Like John Wick?
No, it's so I've never seen Taron Egerton in a role where he's a bad guy, and he's a bad guy in this.
Oh,
And he's a bad guy like James McAvoy was a bad guy in
in
Split,
Split.
who was awesome.
Yeah.
Taron's equally awesome. Like he is fucking weird. I like both of. I like Charlize Theron and I like
Yeah.
Taron. They're both great.
Yeah.
But it was like some of it's like oh, hard to watch. Like, that's
Hmm.
holy fucking shit.
Because that's one of the movies on my list.
100% watch it. It is worth watching. I had to watch a little Finding Nemo afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
so
like
like watch it during the day, so you
yeah, it
have
was
time to like watch other
yeah, it
stuff.
was like wow, that's
Did you ever see the one with him and Jason Bateman, the airport? He's airport security.
yeah.
Man, that movie.
That's a decent film.
I haven't felt that like tense about a movie since we watched No Escape with Owen Wilson and Lake Bell.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Amy and I watched that in the theater. That was
Yeah.
one of the movies we watched in the theater. And I was literally sitting on the edge of the theater seat that whole movie. Because it was just like Owen Wilson and Lake Bell and those two little girls
Yeah.
legitimately felt like they could have actually been a family.
Yeah.
Like they were cast so well
Mm-hmm.
and throwing them girls over to the other roof and everything. Like Amy and I both left there like, let's go back to the restaurant and have a couple more drinks.
yeah.
Like that was intense.
And we don't watch a ton of TV, especially this time of year. It's getting
Yeah.
light later. But it's like, hey, let's check this out. Like it's Charlize Theron and
Yeah.
like they're great actors, both of them, and they both did great in this movie. I understand why it was not a theater release,
Mm.
but it was, and it's not a long. It's like an hour and a half. It's a short
Yeah.
movie for today's standards.
Yeah.
But it was like that's really fucked up. Like that's
Yeah.
wow, you really that's wow. Okay,
Yeah. War Machine is the other one.
have you seen it?
No.
I have.
We've been waiting to watch that one. It's just for me, I can watch a movie at any time.
Yeah.
But like Amy has to be like in that mind frame. Otherwise, we'll watch I watch a lot of like How It's Made.
Yeah.
Or I was watching that History's Greatest Mysteries on
Oh yeah.
the Disney Channel thing. Been watching the Anthony Bourdain show. Like those things where she can kind of like be in and out
Not pay attention
and doesn't
necessarily.
really change what she gets out of it.
Yeah.
Because, she's listening to the dental drills and all that stuff like all day. And it's just like chaotic noise after work just drives her insane. So
Yeah.
it's like, I'll watch something else.
Yeah.
That's fine. So like, yeah, if I'm not out like driving around or on a roof 2 days in a row, pressure washing or anything like that, I work up here and I'll put a movie on, while I'm doing emails and stuff from up here. And that's how I see a lot of and then I act like I haven't seen it. When she's like, oh, hey, did you still want to watch that? Yeah, I'd love to watch that. Still haven't seen
I
it.
did watch Smashing Machine that way because that was not on Michelle's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Like we watched the first few minutes of it, and it's very violent. It's MMA movie.
Yeah.
It's a true story about Mark Kerr, and I'm a big MMA fan, and I already know a lot about Mark Kerr, and it's a very slow movie, like very slow. The guy had a lot of fucking demons.
I think most of them do.
Yeah. And I think Dwayne Johnson did a great job playing the role.
Yeah, he was for the first little bit of the movie, it was like looking at him, it's like I don't believe it's him.
Yeah.
Like makeup did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
With that, like because he's hard to recognize.
Yeah.
As The Rock in that movie.
Yeah. But if you look at pictures of Mark Kerr, he looks an awful lot like him, built like him.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Yeah. But that was for me that was a good one, but it was also It was slow, like
Iron Claw.
Yeah, Iron Claw was slow.
It had the same tempo. They
Yeah.
both had the same tempo to
Yeah.
me. Like, it wasn't so slow that you lost your interest, but you also, or at least I did, going into it, thought both of these sports are pretty fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like it was going to be a very much more like amped up.
I thought it was gonna be more like The Warrior,
Yeah.
right? Which is a fantastic fucking movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
But they weren't.
No, they were very slow.
Yeah. It was kind of odd. Like, there was a couple times where I was like, man, I hope this kind of picks up.
Yeah.
But it never did. And then by the time it was over, I was like, I guess it wasn't that.
Oh.
I mean, it wasn't, again, it's not what I was expecting out of that type of movie or whatever.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you this favorite Dwayne Johnson movie, whether he's the star or just in it.
It's a little tough. I would have to say probably either Gridiron Gang or The Rundown, which are very early in his career.
See, because I don't think a lot of people realize how many movies he's actually been in.
It's been a fucking shitload.
He's got an impressive
Yeah. In fact, how many does he have? We'll
list of movies. So mine is Walking Tall.
Love Walking Tall.
Such a great movie.
And you know that's a remake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that happened in our state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so, the remake was built for him. Like,
Yeah.
he plays that character. Like, I don't even think he was acting.
No. I think a lot of his early movies, it was just him.
Yeah. I think it was, the director was like, hey, really want you in this. So everybody else has a script and you're just here to react. However The Rock would react, do that.
So when you look up at IMDb,
yeah,
it includes everything he did with WWE, which is in
a
the
lot.
the thousands, right? Let's
so you're probably gonna have to Google it.
We're gonna Google that shit. How many movies has Nicolas Cage been in? Let's derail.
Oh man.
What do we think?
How many movies Nick Cage has been in? 1-8.
You're low. Or you're high. You're high.
Oh, I'm high. Wow, really?
$1.20.
Oh wow. Man, I gave him way more.
But he does everything.
I was gonna say
you send him I think the reason he does is because he owes the fucking IRS money. Adam Sandler been in? No, we're going on.
Stay on track.
Yeah, stay on track. How's The Rock been in?
I'm gonna say 84.
I don't need the fucking. Give me a goddamn number. Fuck, I hate Google sometimes.
Yeah, because he hasn't been an actor outside of wrestling. He hasn't been an actor for all that long.
No, we'll try asking this question differently.
I do think that he's paved the way for other wrestlers, though.
Yeah,
like John Cena
and Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista, who perfect as Drax.
So he's lost a ton of weight.
Yeah,
because he doesn't like being typecast.
Yeah, he wants to get out of being that
the muscle.
Yeah, The Rock doesn't seem to have an issue with it.
His films have grossed $3.5 billion in North America.
Just in North America.
Another $12.5 billion worldwide.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But it's stop listing all the fucking. I want the number. I want the goddamn number. How many movies is great? At least 66.
I'm thinking it's more like 80.
Central Intelligence.
Well, that was a good one.
I only disliked it a little bit because Kevin Hart's a little fucking annoying.
Yeah. But he kind of took the backseat. Well, what's your favorite Kevin Hart movie?
Don't have one. Actually, I take it back. The one where he is with
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a legit movie.
That's like, I mean, he was great in Jumanji.
Yeah.
I'll give him Jumanji. But as like a main dude, what is that movie? Because that's the one I was gonna say.
How was he in fucking Straight Outta Compton? Dwayne Johnson. Bullshit.
He's probably on the TV when they're watching wrestling in the studio or something.
I gotta look this shit up.
So he's credited.
Where the fuck is he? I don't see him in the fucking cast anywhere. Happen to love Straight Outta Compton, by the way. I'm gonna have to dig in on that. We'll get back to that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Straight Outta Compton, whatever. Did you ever see Fighting with My Family?
Yeah.
That was also a legit, also true story.
See, and that's the thing for me. Like, as soon as you put true story there,
I'm in.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. I have found for me for movies, um, like the Elvis Presley movie they did,
Yeah,
with Tom Hanks. I didn't care for it. And the reason I didn't care for it is there's no fucking redemption in that story. That motherfucker was ridden like a wet donkey to his grave.
yeah.
Nothing changed.
Much like most singers are,
Mhm. I thought it was great for that,
Yeah,
but like Ray, Bohemian Rhapsody,
yeah.
Walk the Line, all these are redemption stories, right? Like they come back from this.
But Elvis didn't.
No, no.
He was ridden like
Cur-
Seattle Slew, like
yeah,
just
Colonel Parker fucked him to the
yeah,
grave.
just all the way
He
till he
never
had to hide in the bathroom to eat his sandwich
never toured outside the US.
because the Colonel.
Yeah. But that was like, how crazy is that? Like
Yeah,
he was a rock star before there was ever a rock star.
yeah. I actually just heard a really um on
Oh, fucking great catch.
yeah on the YouTubes. There's this guy that tells stories about old music
Mhm,
stories and that kind of stuff, and he keeps it vague of who he's talking about till the very end
mhm.
when he plays like a soundtrack or whatever. And
So he's like an Andy Rooney, the rest of the story.
yeah,
And
uh,
for those of you who don't know who Andy Rooney
you're
is,
too young to be watching this
yeah, you
show.
should be watching this podcast. And if you know who it is, it's time to schedule your colonoscopy.
How much ibuprofen did you have today?
Yeah,
It's not enough.
all of it. I had all of it.
But he talks about how Elvis actually first recorded.
Hmm.
Went into it was really popular back in the day in the South. There was just these studios where you could pay, a dollar and go in and they would record you live right onto vinyl. You could take the record with
Hmm.
you, blah, blah, blah.
He did a song for his mom.
Yeah, he went in to record an album for his mom for
Yeah.
Mother's Day. And went in there and the dude was like, I'll write this kid's name down because he's the best person I've heard in a while. Wrote it down. A year or maybe 2 years went by and kid never came back in.
Yeah.
Dude just had his name written down and, where he lived or whatever. And this group came in to record to try to get, signed to a label, and they were doing their thing. And the guy that owned the studio was just like, hey, yeah, you guys, the band sounds great, but something's going on with your singer. Like, it's just not working.
Yeah.
So they went to lunch and the band came back and they're like, hey, do you know anybody that can sing? And he's like, I don't know. And then the studio assistant was like, hey, how about that 18-year-old kid that was in here like a year or so ago? And I'm like, oh yeah, that might. So he sent the studio assistant to go try to find him, and they found him and came back, and it didn't do great. So they took a break and they went across the street to the bar.
Yeah.
And when they came back in, they just started playing, and the producer guy came around the corner and was like, hell yeah, like that's what's up. And that was Elvis, and who became his touring band. He
Yeah.
had never met him before, and then the Colonel got involved and everything went sideways.
Yeah.
Well, he went to war
Yeah.
first.
Well, kind of.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of, sort of. Like, let's not get crazy, but
Yeah.
it's really interesting. I like that kind of like history
Yeah.
of things, like I'm drawing a blank on his name. Alice in Chains.
Trent Reznor.
No,
No.
that's Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Lane Staley
Yeah.
was front desk receptionist for a recording studio in Seattle while being the front man for 3 small bands, just trying to
find a way.
figure out
Hmm.
where he fit in that kind of stuff. And band came in one day, had an argument with their front man in the studio. Lane had gone for the day. So they came out and they were all pissed off, and they asked the owner of the studio, like, hey, do you know anybody that can sing? He's like, well, yeah, the dude that checked you in, the receptionist here. And they're like, yeah, not going to have a receptionist sing our songs, like whatever, blah, 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 blah. 2 weeks of that went like went on. Like they kept coming in and like trying out singers, and they were all asked. They came in one day and Lane was there, and they're like, "Hey, your boss says that you can sing. You want to come sing on our track and see how it works?" He's like, "No, I'm already in 3 other bands. Like, so whatever." Like, went on for like years.
Yeah.
These guys trying to get him to sing, and the 3 other bands all dissipated. Like, they all decided, like, "Yeah, we haven't been signed, so it's not gonna work." So he just was working at this recording studio in Seattle. They came back in with a dude to record a EP, and Lane was like, "Hey, if you record a couple tracks and it's not gonna work with that guy, let me know." All 3 bands they've
Yeah.
stopped, so I'll lay some tracks with you guys or whatever. And Alice in Chains was born in like 30 minutes after that.
Damn. I love those stories.
Yeah, so cool. Unfortunately, crippling heroin addiction and depression spiraled him down into nothing. The last show he played was the Unplugged for MTV.
Wow, how long ago was that?
95.
Damn.
5 or 96.
He'd been gone for a minute.
2 months after that, he was dead.
Wow.
Heroin overdose.
Well,
Same with Nirvana, Kurt Cobain.
yeah.
4 months after they did their Unplugged in 94, he was done.
You know, was he?
That's the speculation now, isn't it?
Yeah. Or did somebody?
It's funny now, like that it's coming back out. There's a lot of people talking about like, let's look at the facts now.
Yeah.
Because when it first happened, or like when it was,
Mhm.
in mainstream media still, I never thought he did it to himself.
No.
Mm-mm. That was never in my head, because it's like, why would you work so hard to get there and then so abruptly end it
Yeah.
with no real warning? Like other artists that have taken themselves out, like Chester Bennington and Lane Staley, like all of them, they've kind of given you the hint, like, I'm kind of done with my life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to check out soon. Just read between the lines kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kurt never did that.
No.
It was pretty abrupt.
Yeah.
So I was never in that boat. I've always thought it was Courtney Love.
Yeah.
Behind it all.
I've read some of the evidence about it.
Yeah.
And you're like, it sounds fishy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. It's just too.
Why was there so much bleach? Like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
There's reason for it.
Yeah. And
you know what? Maybe he did.
He might have. You never know. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's too bad that so many of them choose to go out that way.
Yeah.
Especially because it's not the ones where it's like, I don't really like your music.
I think a lot of artists come from a very dark place.
Yeah, it's just like comedians.
Yeah, a lot of what they produce,
it all stems from their depression and the shit that
they creative outlet.
Hiding.
Yeah, they need a creative outlet
and it's like, oh well, if I stand on this stage and make jokes about it in front of the world, nobody will know that it's me. Like, this is how I'm feeling all the time, and it'll just go away, and it never goes away. It just amplifies it, right?
So after the show, I got a poem that I've seen a few times. A gal that reads a poem.
Yeah.
And she's, I don't want to say nobody, but you don't know who she is. Like, I hate saying, oh, she's a nobody. She is a somebody.
She's just not well known.
She's not well known, but it's one of those. It's like, well, that's pretty fucking powerful. Like, it's especially because she's reading it. Like, there's so much passion in what she says.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, right? Like that decision that people make.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I can't imagine where your head is gone or what you've been through, like, on your own to get to that point to make that decision and actually, follow it through.
Yeah.
And it's just, it really does make you stop sometimes when you're about to make a really smart ass comment to somebody that's being annoying. And it's like, I don't know what the rest of their day was like. Maybe they just feel comfortable enough in this space to be a dick, to not take it out on whoever's at home or themselves later.
As I get older, I work harder every day at just being the best version of myself. Like, I don't know what kind of shit you've gone through today.
Yeah.
Like, I tried, like, I do make some shitty comments sometimes, right? Because it's
Well,
me,
we all do. We're
right?
human,
But
right?
it's I try to, I don't understand where you're coming from necessarily.
Yeah. It's hard though, right?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that hard to be a kind person to strangers.
Yeah.
It really shouldn't be. But unfortunately, with everything that the world has gone through, it is. It's incredibly hard. And it's not getting any easier.
Michelle and I were just talking about this when we first got back from vacation. When I travel, like airports and all that, I look around and I think all of us act like we're not in this together,
Yeah.
right? All these people in this area, all these thousands of people looking at it right now, they all have hopes and dreams and fears and anxieties and worries and we all have. It's all the fucking same,
Yeah.
right? It really is. We want the best for our families. We're struggling at this. We're good at that. Like, and we all act like we're so disconnected, and we're so connected. It to me, it's just very strange that we just put up this wall. Like, I don't know you,
Yeah.
right?
I always think about in an airport when you're looking at all the people just kind of zoned out in their phone and everything. And it's quick to think like, oh my gosh, we're so sucked into our phones. But it's like, maybe that person is so drawn to their phone because they're flying to bury their son
Yeah.
or to say goodbye to their dad, or, there's like all these things. And it's like, this is my last ditch effort to not show my emotions in
For
public
for
space,
for
right?
me, sometimes being drawn to that is because that's how I'm coping with where I'm at in the moment,
Yeah, you
right?
can
Like
check
that.
out a little
Yeah,
bit.
I can. This is just if I do this, I can not have to pay attention to the rest of the world for a
Yeah.
few minutes. Yeah. So it's
And I think about that a lot. Like, I mean, we don't fly a lot, we don't travel a lot through the airport, but I always end up thinking that,
yeah.
right? Is like, how many of these people that have anxiety of traveling in the first place
Hmm.
or flying in the first place, especially since 9/11, right? So many people are afraid of the plane now, still to this day.
I cannot tell you the last time I've stepped on a plane sober.
Well,
Uh,
yeah.
Actually, I can. Flying out of SeaTac to Dallas because our flight left at
Before
5:55
the
a.m.
bars were
and there were no
open.
bars open. But I tell you, when that bitch came around, and this
Yeah.
killed me, right? Yeah, they had. So we were on American Airlines. They only have Woodford
Yeah.
or Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't get a Woodford. Yeah, great. And she brings her one. Could you make it a double? No.
Oh, okay, then everybody in this row and that row wants one,
How
but they
about
said put them on my tray.
how about I'm gonna push that button in 40 fucking seconds,
Yeah.
and I did.
Yeah.
Got a double that time.
But yeah, it's just like, so on top of that,
Mm-hmm.
the anxiety of flying,
Mm-hmm.
being in a metal tube, defying gravity, you're headed to a destination to do the thing that you never
Yeah.
thought you'd have to do.
This is my newest thing on planes. I sit on. I've always sat on aisles
Oh, yeah.
because I need.
I'm only aisle.
Yeah, but if you're sitting on the window, open that fucking shade where it's taking off and landing.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Yeah.
All right, so we could be 3 feet off the ground or 37,000 feet off the ground. I don't know.
Or there could be the water
Yeah,
or the mountain.
yeah,
You wouldn't know, but maybe you wouldn't want to know in
maybe I don't want to know.
that point, right?
Yeah,
Wow, that water looks like it's really close. Oh.
I'd hate that to be my last thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, I
oh,
wanted one more.
oh, oh.
Oh, that took a dark turn, didn't it?
Thanks for the cookie.
Yeah. Biscoff.
I
Did you
have
get Biscoff?
I have one on my dresser. I didn't eat.
Hell yeah. I will say, a viral hack that is actually legit. Greek yogurt, and you shove the Biscoff cookies in there and leave it in the fridge for an hour,
Oh, fuck.
and then come back. It softens the so it's like cheesecake kind of.
Oh, fuck.
Dude,
All right, I'm gonna stop at the store on the way home.
So good. So good. I mean, it's not a cheesecake, right? But
however,
fantastic.
I'll give that a go.
Did it right before you got here. Hadn't eaten anything.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have any corn dogs. I have yogurt and Biscoff.
You mean hillbilly
meat Twinkies? Love me a meat Twinkie.
Oh my God. You want to go smoke a pipe?
Yeah, it sounds like I've already smoked one talking about meat Twinkies. And that, get your minds out of the gutter, everyone. It's nothing sexual.
Hey, real quick before we go.
Am I
so our tips have made the finals.
Yeah, they're Western Conference champions.
Are you going to any games?
I really want to.
I just ordered tickets today.
For which one?
Friday. For $35.
Tomorrow?
No, next Friday.
Oh.
For $35, you can sit lower bowl.
Yeah.
I sit in the section I want to sit, which is 101.
Yeah.
And a drink voucher for $35.
Shit. That ain't bad.
No. You can go Saturday for $40 a seat.
I can't go Saturday.
Well, I can't either for $40 a seat for $35 and a drink.
Well, no, we got plans.
Well, yeah.
Well, first, I'm meeting Ben. And then Amy has plans with ladies and spouses are invited. So
yeah, and that's totally different. But
and then Sunday's Mother's Day.
Oh, fuck it is.
You're welcome.
Well, here's the thing. But here's the thing. I tell my kids all the time, hey, what are you doing for Mother's Day? I don't know. What do you want to do?
It's not my mother.
That's actually not what I say. My mom's fucking dead.
Because that's better.
Yeah.
Except she's the mother of your children.
Yeah. So how about your mother? You do some shit for her. How about that?
Yeah.
That's very crass on this show. I've been drinking.
What?
Before I got here. All right. Hey, peace out, bitch. Leave. No, I don't want to leave. I want to stop.
Stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new edition.
Bitches.
Something.
I think
Will it ever stop?
I think you got the lighting really well. The bottle was really good.
I don't know. Will it ever stop you? To the extremes.
Into the camera. Not talk to me. Talk to the camera.
Light up the stage and rock out like a candle. Dance.